Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Shows. Bum 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 bum. I'm looking at a chart for what it takes to make 1%, the top 1% of incomes and net worths. I believe this is within the U.S. or within the world. Uh, this is worldwide. Uh, okay. But there's still something important to learn from this chart. You see, I hear all the time financial gurus, everyday people, and even I teach math at a community college. Even in math examples, there's always a discussion on why you should start investing early, right? I believe the statistics is that if you invest when you're 18 years old and you invest just a few years and you let that money sit, you're going to do better than somebody who invests from 30 onward for the rest of their lives. And I believe that. Now, here's the thing that often gets missed in the math class or by the financial gurus and by everybody else. Your age is just a number, right? Imagine you are chronologically 40 years old, but your body chemistry is exactly the same as a 20-year-old. And let's say you had $1 million. You would have $1 million as a 20-year-old, the equivalent of. And so, technically, I am here, but my body really is probably here. And I can prove it to you because you guys know I recently returned to the dating scene. I cannot for the life of me date somebody my age. I attract a lot of girls who are way younger than me. In fact, next month I will celebrate the 10-year anniversary of the very first time I went on a date with a Generation Z girl. Obviously, it didn't go well, and that was almost 10 years ago now. Today, I almost exclusively date Generation Z girls, right? Or you could just look at examples of other people, especially historical figures, who aged gracefully, right? So, for example, Eve Curry, she lived to be 103. Can you imagine how long she would have lived if she hadn't been exposed to all that radiation in the womb, right? And I believe she retired in her probably 80s or 90s. A couple years ago, France had this rioting because of the increase in retirement age. The truth is that in the decades since retirement age used to be whatever it was, people have aged a lot more gracefully. And even with the increase, so they're still going to be doing better than people who were on retirement decades ago, right? Obviously, it was a broken promise, so that's another story, right?